Imagine yourself at a presentation where the speaker is shouting at the top of his voice. Will you feel comfortable? Or imagine yourself giving a very powerful stage presentation, but the audience cannot hear you. Will it count? So today we are going to discuss this very important aspect of public speaking, which is called volume. Volume is the loudness of your voice. It is an essential aspect of effective public speaking. It is a key component to help you make your presentations powerful. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you certain tips and techniques which will help you to improve your presentation using the power of your voice. But before that, like my video, share my video, and if you're new to my channel, click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever I share any information. Avrapart says, human voice is the most perfect instrument of all. The three very common mistakes which the speakers commit while using their volume on stage are: the first is speaking too loudly. Speaking loudly doesn't make your presentation powerful. Yes, it is important to speak loud and clear while on stage, while giving a presentation, but speaking loudly doesn't give you the permission to yell at the audience. If you yell and shout at the audience, they may feel uncomfortable and they may certainly feel annoyed. No matter how informative, how explanatory, how engaging your message is. The next mistake which the speakers might commit is speaking too softly. Now, if your audience has to struggle in listening to you because you are speaking so softly, chances are they miss out certain important aspects of your speech, of your message. And because of that, they may get distracted, they may lose interest in what you are speaking. The next mistake which the speakers commit is speaking in a consistent volume. When we are speaking on stage or in front of a group of people, maybe colleagues, maybe classmates, or maybe family members, we tend to feel pressure. We tend to feel physical tension, which restricts our vocal range. Imagine a normal conversation with your friends, colleagues, or maybe family members where you are discussing your day at the office or at the school, or maybe you are sharing your experience about some journey. Just notice the variation in the volume of your voice when you emphasize on certain aspects of your story. This natural variation of your volume of the voice tends to disappear when you are speaking on stage or giving a presentation, and the reason is nervousness. So these are three general mistakes committed by the speakers while on stage, which are speaking too loudly, speaking too softly, or speaking at a constant monotonous volume. Now the next is mindset. Why is it so important to vary your volume, to maintain your volume while you are speaking on stage or giving a presentation? So the first very important objective of creating a vocal range is to be heard comfortably by the audience. It is very important that the audience should feel comfortable while listening to you. If you speak too loudly, there might be people in the audience which may feel irritated, which may feel annoyed. Or if you speak too softly, there may be people in the audience which have to strain their ears to listen to you, which have to force themselves to listen to you. Then where is the comfort? You will immediately lose the interest. You will immediately lose the attention of the audience. The next is to be heard effectively. Okay, suppose your audience is very comfortable with your volume. Congratulations. But is that enough? It is very important that your message can create an impact on the audience. The audience should not be just willing to listen to you, they should be able to absorb the message which you are going to convey through your ideas, thoughts, values, suggestions which you are sharing with them. In fact, they should be willing to take an action on the thoughts and ideas you shared with them. The next very important objective is to be confident. The very important objective of maintaining the correct volume is to feel confident and exhibit confidence to the audience. Because if you speak too loudly, if you speak too soft, or you speak at a monotonous volume, it shows your lack of confidence. And no audience is willing to listen to a speaker with low self-confidence. Now coming to the most important part, which is the skill set. The tips and techniques which will help you to improve your presentation in order to use the correct volume range to make an impact on your audience. So the first very important technique is throw the ball. Now what do I mean by that? You can compare your act of speaking with the action of throwing a ball. Here we need to imagine our words as balls and mentally think them covering the distance between you and your audience. Imagine how much muscular effort it requires to throw the ball to a longer distance than a short distance. Here we need to understand that we don't have to utilize the muscles of our vocal cords, of our larynx. Because if we put strain on muscles of vocal cords, chances are that your voice may crack and it will make it uneasy for you to continue speaking. So the muscles which we have to utilize are the muscles of our diaphragm. There are a lot of breathing exercises which can help you to master this technique of utilizing the muscles of your diaphragm while speaking. The next technique is vary your volume. When we speak at the same volume throughout our speech, it sounds moreover like reading a newspaper. It may tune your audience into sleep because it may sound monotonous. Your audience may lose interest, your audience may lose attention. Varying your volume creates auditory interest in your audience. For example, you can vary the volume of your voice while emphasizing on certain aspects of your speech, while emphasizing on certain words of your speech, or maybe changing your volume according to the emotional content of your speech. You may raise your volume when you are expressing ecstasy or maybe expressing certain surprise. You may lower down your volume when you are expressing something sad or grave. The next very important tip is end as you start. Many a times we find speakers opening their speech a notch louder than their average volume. They are really enthusiastic, they are really energetic at the beginning and they immediately grab the attention of their audience. But towards the end of the speech, a few speakers tend to lose their energy and zeal. It is advisable to speak louder even towards the end of your speech to create a more confident and exciting end. Remember, your energy and your attitude lingers in the minds of the audience even after you leave the stage. So it is important to start with energy and end with energy. So the three very important techniques which you can use to improve your presentations are throw the ball, vary your volume, and end as you start. Now time for bonus tip. So the bonus tip is practice, practice, and practice. Practice daily because the quality of your practice determines the caliber of your performance. So this is Surabhi Jain saying goodbye till we meet again with some new tips.